Okay, welcome back to the latest production line video. I always wonder whether or not I should do a kind of intro to it. This is a game where you run a car factory, and I am Cliff. I am the programmer and designer of the game, and we do these videos every week, more or less. And the hat's back! Blah blah blah. Yeah, maybe later. The hat's back due to enormous demand. So I'm going to go through stuff that we have changed in the last week. This isn't all in the game yet because it will be in the next patch, which will probably just be in a few days. Got a little list because actually quite a lot of stuff has gone in. It's been quite productive, quite good. Something I did like an hour ago, so if it's full of bugs, don't have a go at me. So this is a supply stockpile, and you'll know that you can do this copy from slot thing. You just say, give me all the resources for whatever. I think I'm going to improve that interface a little bit. If we look here, probably not the best choice to really show it off. We look at fit windows. So normally it just copy windows here if I wanted to do that. But that's not much use if you've got all these upgrades. So I've got upgrades here for electric windows. So what you tend to need then is you tend to need windows, and you also tend to need servos. So what I've done is I've just changed this. So rather than adding each item individually, if you go to copy from slot and pick fit windows, ta-da! It automatically adds what it can up until the limit. So where you've got slots where there's like tons of upgrades and the requirements are really complicated, like fit door panels is one. It just saves a bunch of clicks. And the reason I didn't do it originally was because I thought, well, you know, maybe you're only fitting those upgrades to one in every 10 cars or whatever. But you can then remove them or adjust them. I think this is better. A similar thing that I'm going to do at some point, probably today actually, is where we do create new model here, and it creates an empty copy of that car design. I'm going to copy the design exactly with all of the options intact, so you can then just make changes from there. I think that'll make more sense. So that's one thing that's just gone in. There's been a lot of changes to stockpiles. Now I know I say that every week. There were some bugs, and there were some bugs got fixed, and the sort of strategy for the way stockpiles request stuff was improved and changed and all the rest of it. But people still had some bugs. And anyway, someone sent me a save game, or I think it was just a screenshot actually, saying I have this thing where when you look at a stockpile, sometimes you can see a resource on top of another one. And happily, I can no longer do this, because this bug is now fixed. Now all it was a visual thing. So it was kind of the graphics for a resource were kind of left behind when a new resource came along and got put on top of it. Anyway, that got fixed, and in the process of fixing that, found all sorts of things that were not ideal about the way stockpiles worked and the way the ordering system was working. So I tore apart tons of code and redid tons of stuff, and I now think that the system by which stuff is ordered for stockpiles is better than it ever has been. So it'd be interesting to know what people think when they play the next version of the game. I need to keep an eye on my money, look, because getting on this, and I'm not doing. Jesus. Oh no, not too bad. This is why I don't have much research. I don't know about you, but when I'm desperately running out of money, I sell research facilities, and then build them again later. It's not going too well. Have I got a stockpile of stuff? Anyway, so stockpiles much better. I'm just worried about my cash now. The big new thing that I think people got the wrong end of the stick slightly, but if you go into facilities, there's a new thing called Design Studio, and look, you can put it down. And isn't it lovely? They've got one of those clay models, and they've got other clay models here of cars which they do, and all these lovely graphics and these lovely little people and all that. I need to animate these. I haven't done the animation on these screens. What a slacker. Pot plants. I'm going to change these people. Going to get special marketing people animated with yo-yos because that amuses me. Doesn't amuse anyone else, but it amuses me. What marketing is. Just yo-yos. Anyway, what is this? So if I click on this, it's like a new mini tech tree. But it's stuff that you've already seen before. So this is going to be how you do research for car bodies. So it all used to be in here. I can't remember where it's processed, wasn't it? So it all used to be here somewhere that you would have like body design. We've got a new graphic now. So what happens now is you come down and you research that, and what that does is that unlocks this new facility, Design Studio, which you can put down. And they generate a certain number of points. They generate 2 points per second, I think it is. So actually it doesn't matter because I've unlocked everything now. Yeah, it does not matter. But so you can put down more than one if you like, in order to like generate research into design stuff quicker. I like this. I like it because I like the graphics for it. Also, it's a different shape and a new thing that takes up office space, which makes the positioning of that quite interesting. Another thing is it kind of limits how quickly you can do research into this stuff, because it's a big expensive thing. How much is it? $122,000 to put that down. And it will have an ongoing cost paying for these people as well. So it has quite a big cost, and you're not just going to spam loads of these out. So it slightly kind of slows down the pace at which you can research new car body style, which I think is quite interesting. It also means that we don't have to cram everything into those other tech tree. We've already got open top here. I might put, like, in the future maybe we'll have sort of matte paint or glossy paint, or I don't know, stuff like that might go in there. I don't know, and it's under facilities, so you have to unlock that. So that's a new thing. Interested to know what people think about that. Another thing that we changed, that everyone kept asking us to change, is this. Look, I can grab that and move the map like this without it popping up saying, "Are you sure do you want to expand?" Expand. Look, I've got a little tooltip that tells you everything. You actually click on that and then click expand. Anyway, loads of people wanted that because they were fed up with accidentally triggering the... why are there two there? Why are there two? There's a bug, my lord. That is a bug. And it must be destroyed. Oh, that's a bug. Look, I've got them for ones we've unlocked. Anyway, better fix that. Better make a note of that, actually. I'm going to make a note of that. Talk amongst yourselves. Yikes. Don't you hate it when you find a bug? Right, anyway, so, eventually that will get fixed. That's good, that's good. Matrix tooltips. Enjoy the Matrix. I'm talking about this thing here. So, this used to, not say a lot of the tooltips. Now, for example... So what does this say here? You are not producing enough cars for this section of the market. Increase production. So there are 4 customers an hour that come in and want a mid-range, all-wheel drive, 4x4 off-road. I must decide what to call it. 4 people an hour come in to buy one of these, and we're not. And even though we have one, look, we're not actually making any at the moment, or we didn't make any in the last hour. We are underproducing that. And it would say here, look, you're not producing cars here. Well, what's wrong with you? And also, it should, in some cases, your cars in this market segment seem underpriced. So here we go. We've produced 5 and we sell all 5. And there's actually 20 customers per hour. So what it's saying is, A, produce more of this. And B, you could put the price up of these, the sedan Model B, because you're selling every one you make. So there is a suggestion there that... maybe we're underpricing. So these are little tips to help you decide on stuff. I think that's cool. something I would like to ask you, the great YouTube people, is what other car bodies you'd like. So we've got like an off-road vehicle, like it's not a Jeep for trademark reasons. Got like compact cars, we've got a sedan, got a sports car and an SUV. What else would you like to see? Do you want to see these like little mini pickup truck things? Do you want to see the little tiny vans that like plumbers have? It can't be anything too. It can't be bigger than an SUV, right? Because it has to fit in a tile. That's so we can't do like mini bus and stuff like that. It just can't be done. Just can't be done. And anything drastically different, like a motorbike, we can't realistically do that at the moment. But what do you think? You know, pickup truck maybe, or like want more of a hatchback, I guess. Or hatch? Do we want like a supercar, like with doors that go like this? Do we want that? There wouldn't be many sales, so like, you know, interested in ideas as to what you would like to see as different car body styles. By the way, I fixed a bug here that if you didn't set colours, then you'd get random colours, as you know, but you'd also get some of the locked colours you shouldn't have. So that's been fixed. I think that's it. That's a good week, isn't it? So I've got a few little bugs. What was the other thing? Remind me. What was the thing that I said, oh dear, no, that's a mistake, I need to fix that earlier? It was these things. So that one shouldn't be there, and they shouldn't be there when it's locked. God, I have to watch my own video back to follow my train of thought. Oh look, things have turned around. Excellent. We've got a new question on the main menu for the next. I know that's a bug. For the next patch, rather than asking you to rate the game as fun or not, and all that, we've got a new question on there, which I'd like you to answer if you could. And we've got new sound effects coming for the game, because the current ones, there aren't many of them and they're a bit rubbish. Like if you get an achievement, there's not even a sound effect for it. I mean, you know, we're improving that kind of stuff. We should get trading cards coming at some point as well for Steam. So I think we're here next week, but then the week after, there may not be a video because I'll be on holiday. And the week after that, we are at EGX, which is a consumer show in the UK. But I might record some video there anyway and try and do a video. Anyway, this is Production Line by Positech Games. It's on Steam, it's on GOG, and it is on sale direct from us. It's in early access. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next week.